Hi, dear student. How are you doing all? Today we will discuss the most important topic, cell wall. Its discovery, location, types, and uh, other things like related to it. Let's start its discovery. By Robert Hooke and 1665. Earlier than protoplast. Mean earlier than protoplast. Protoplast mean the living parts. The living parts. What is living parts? Contain. Do you know? Let's suppose it is a cell. It has vacuole. It is nucleus. Somewhat like this. Now, it is cell membrane. The area between cell membrane, it is cytoplasm. It is nucleus. Sorry, it's vacuole and it's nucleus. All these things are collectively called protoplast. Protoplast. And it is the living part of cell, while the cell wall is not living part, it is dead part, and it is the strongest part. Location, it is discovery. Location, it is located after cell membrane. Like its cell membrane, I would like to draw the cell wall as this is the blue one. Let imagine it is cell wall, and the inner one is plasma membrane. Do you know? It is plasma membrane. It is the outermost part of plant cell. It is outermost part of plant cell. In animal cell, there is a cell membrane instituted of cell wall. Now, its thickness. Thickness vary and different. It means its thickness vary in different parts and different plants. That means some plants have it is more thick and the other one is not so thick. It is thin and just like this. That's why it's vary in the thickness because it's different in different plants. Now, types. It has two types actually, if there is. One is primary, the second one is secondary. Now, what is primary cell wall actually? Primary cell wall, I will write it here. Primary cell wall. Cell wall. It is outermost. It means that it is most the outer one. No one is after it. It is the most outer one. Now, it is composed of, it is thin. It is thin compared to secondary cell wall. Mean that in comparison with secondary cell wall, it is thin. Now, it is composed of cellulose. So, now we are going to discuss the next one. It was primary. The next one is secondary. Some cells have secondary cell wall. Secondary cell wall. Some cell like xylem, e.g. example xylem. Xylem has secondary wall. And it is thick compared to the primary cell wall. It is thick compared to primary cell wall. It means that it is more thick than the primary cell wall. Now, and it is lying on the inner side of primary cell wall. It means that its location is, it is lying on the inner side of primary cell wall. Mean that, let's suppose it is a cell wall. If this point is primary, now the point behind it is secondary wall. Okay, am I clear? Yes. Now its composition is, it is composed of lignin. It is a chemical called lignin. Okay. Now I will tell you that every cell wall is not only made of cellulose. Some thing has different cell wall. The cell wall is composed of not only cellulose, but in some one I will discuss now. I will tell you now, like fungi and protists. Fungi and protists. Their cell wall is composed of chitin. Do you know? Chitin, not cellulose. Now, another one, prokaryotes. The cell wall of prokaryotes. What do you know about prokaryotes? Do you know what is prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are those organisms, are those things which have not membrane bounded organelles. The eukaryotes have membrane bounded organelles. How? Let's suppose it is a cell. We have mitochondria, Golgi body. They are round. They are bounded by membrane. Do you know membrane? Endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are all membrane bounded. Mean that, and the nucleus is there also. It is called nuclear membrane. Yeah, nuclear envelope. Yeah, nuclear membrane. Now, in case it is eukaryote cell. In case of prokaryote cell, there will be no membrane in the there. It means that there will no nuclear membrane, not organelle membrane, not organelle bounded by membrane. It means that R will be expand or disperse here and there. Now the cell of prokaryotes have the cell wall of prokaryote is composed of peptidoglycan. Do you know? This is chitin. Now this cell has pores, and their pores are called what? Do you know? Now let me tell you what is plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata. These are small pores which connect to adjacent cytoplasm of cell. How? I will explain it. Now let's you see this is cell number A and this is B. Their cell wall are fused together, let's suppose, and there is a little cute hole which is called plasmodesmata. It is like this cell wall. There is a little hole. It's called plasmodesmata. This plasmodesmata connect to cytoplasm of adjacent cell to connect their cytoplasm. Now I want to highlight the two main components of cell wall, that are cellulose, and the next one is lignin. Where is it? I will highlight these two components in detail. Please look carefully. Cellulose. It is the main component in primary cell wall. What is its function? It provide strength to cell wall. How? Do you know there are lots of pressure on cell wall? How? Let's suppose the black one is plasma membrane and this is the green one, only for that you can understand it easily. The green one is let's suppose it's cell wall, and the black one is cell membrane. There is, let's suppose, nucleus, vacuole. Now this is the white part. Do you know? This is the white part. It contains fluid. There is fluid in it all over. organelles and many other things like fluid. It exists pressure. It pressurizes the cell membrane, and cell membrane will push up the cell wall. Now cell membrane push the cell wall, but cell wall is not pressurized so easily. It control the shape of cell and do not pressurize like the fluid internally in the cell, which provide pressure or it pressurize the cell membrane. But the equilibrium is in control. It is not out of control, or its shape is maintained, not destroyed. It provides strength to the cell, whose cellulose, and this fluid moment or this fluid pressure is called Turgor pressure or Turgor moment, and that Turgor moment do not pressurize the cellulose, because the cellulose and other many chemicals provide strength to the cell wall, and that is why they control the over expansion, or that it cannot expand more and more, but it controls its expansion. And that is why and thus in this method or in this way the cellulose maintain its shape too. Now what is lignin? Secondary, it is in secondary cell wall. Now we have given example that xylem, it is present in the xylem secondary wall. Now what is actually xylem function, do you know? Like this is a plant, this one, this is a plant, and that are xylem and phloem and so on, and this is the roots of the plant. These roots absorb nutrients or minerals, salts, water, etc., and that water or fluid will go through xylem cells. Whose xylem? The name is xylem, and that is the, let's suppose, water. Go upward. This lignin, what lignin actually doing here? This lignin support the upward movement of fluid in xylem. It is supporting the upward movement of water or other molecule in the xylem. First, no, upward movement in xylem. Now the second one, it is also very important. It provides a strong barrier against microbial attack, and that is the most significant function of it. Provide strong barrier against microbial attack. Do you know what is microbial attack and what's actually doing it there? Can anyone tell me? No one. Let's. Do you know that there are black spots or somewhat different colors or different attack of diseases on plants, and that diseases are actually due to microbes? Do you know what microbes are? Those organisms which can see through the microscope, not through eye. Now that microbes attack our plants, and actually that microbe want to cause diseases there, but lignin provides strong barrier against the microbes, and by this way it protects the cell from the diseases or the microbial attack. Now the third function actually it do is providing strength to cell wall. Okay. Cellulose also provides strength, and thus by that way it controls the overexpansion of the cell, or it controls the pressure which is under generated in the cell, and that's why it play a key role in the cell. And the next one is the lignin, and lignin have three main important function which I have already discussed with you. Now we want to discuss the overall function of the cell wall. Cell wall. Number one, give shape to cell. Shape to cell. A second one, give strength to cell. Give strength to cell. The next one, provide protection against microbial attack. Now, provide support to xylem in upward movement of water or minerals. Okay, that are the common function which performed by cell, and it controls its overexpansion. Control over expansion of cell. It controls how much it can be expanded. That's controlled by cell wall. Now let's me memorize it or summarize it. Now, what is cell? Discovery. Cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. It was earlier discovered than the protoplasm. How or where it located? It located after or mean lying after the cell membrane, and its composition will further we will discuss. And the next one is its thickness. Its thickness varies. Different plants have different thickness actually. Now two types of cell wall is actually, one is the primary cell wall, and it's mostly thin in size or thick, not so much thick as compared to the secondary wall. It is made of cellulose, while the secondary wall is made or composed of lignin, the chemicals, and it is thick as compared to the primary wall. Now there are some pores in the cell wall which are called plasmodesmata, and that pores connect to adjacent cytoplasm of cells, mean provide connection between their cytoplasms. Now in every cell wall is not only made of cellulose, like fungi and protists type of organism which have cell wall, but it's composed actually of chitin. Okay, and prokaryotes, the cell wall of prokaryotes are composed of peptidoglycan. Now its function, I have highlight the two, cellulose and lignin. Cellulose actually provides strength onto the cell wall, and I have shown it to you that internally there is a trigger pressure provided by the cytoplasm of cell, and it's pressurized the cell membrane, and cell membrane further it pressurized the cell wall, but cell wall is not so pressurized or cannot be under pressure by these triggers or these tracks, and actually it provides strength to the cell wall, and that's why there is no changes, or we can say that it maintain its shape. Now the second one was lignin. The key role have it has it provide support in the upward movement of water or mineral or other source, etc., in the xylem. Now it provide a strong barrier against the microbial attack of different things, like which can cause different diseases in the plants. And it also provides strength to the cell. I think I have clear the function. That was the function which I will uh, then repeat it, mean that we have already discussed its function. It's no more discussion. If you have any question or any problem related to this topic, you can uh, comment in the comment box, or you can contact me personally. I will inshallah provide you the solution, best solution. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Okay, goodbye.